Okay, right. We're in southeast London at the moment. We did have a think about doing this outside, but it's quite windy outside. So, which is, on the contrary, this is a beautiful day.
I know.
I hear an accent with you, young man.
Yeah.
Where are you originally from?
Well, originally from the northwest, and from a town called Preston,
Mm-hmm.
and it's between Manchester and Blackpool,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where I started the inkling of acting,
Mhm.
and going into acting, and I went to Preston College there, and that's where it all began.
Mm-hmm. And what are you gonna be up to in London today?
Well, today I'm going to Covent Garden
Mm-hmm.
to go to a lesson in the London Actors Workshop,
Mm-hmm.
and we're getting prepared for the showcase
Mhm.
on the 3rd of December,
Mm-hmm.
where we all do a 3 to 4 minute piece of dialogue with another actor, and in front of agents and an invited audience.
What piece are you doing for the showcase?
Well, I'm doing The Collector,
Mm-hmm.
which is based on a novel which came out in 1963.
Mm-hmm.
2 years later there was a film called The Collector with Terence Stamp in and Samantha Edgar, and the piece is about the obsession of one man trying to get a woman to love him,
Mm-hmm.
but he doesn't have the social skills to do it naturally.
Yeah.
So he decides to kidnap her, and he believes that if she learned how to get to know him and understand him and who he is as a person,
Mm-hmm.
then she would fall in love with him, and he wants to do it in a natural way.
Mm-hmm. How have you found the London Actors Workshop? What have you enjoyed most about it?
Just the variety of Shakespeare, stage combat. The people on the course are very friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Also, what's it called? Other courses I've done, there
Mhm.
wasn't a sense of like each week we have to prepare something new, a new script, a new script, a new experience.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're doing that every week, you feel like you're learning more, and my skills of remembering lines and my work ethic has been improved by it, because now I have to think, well, when have I got to learn this script?
Mm-hmm.
But I've got that other script to learn, so when do I have to have that prepared? And it makes you more plan your time out, plan your week,
Mm-hmm.
so when you get to the performance, you know you can deliver the lines correctly
Mm-hmm.
and actually act it instead of just say the line.
You seem very focused, Rich. Why acting for you? What do you feel you can contribute to the performing arts?
Well, I feel that I'm a dyslexic, and I've always struggled with reading and writing.
Yeah, sure.
But when it came to acting, I was always confident. I mean, that's the thing that always made me. I was happiest in at school,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel because of that, it makes me. If I can do acting, anyone can do it.
Mm-hmm.
And it also other dyslexic people, it makes them. I want to show them that you can achieve things.
Mhm.
You don't have to let your situation, whatever situation it is, pull you down, and stop you from doing the things you want to do. Because if you want to do something, you will do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just perseverance and hard work.
Well, hopefully these interviews will start taking off one day. Hey, just out of interest, is there any quite well-known actors that are dyslexic that you know of?
Yeah, loads.
Give me a couple.
Alanda Bloom,
Mm-hmm.
Keira Knightley. Trying to think of some others. There
It's
is
quite
loads.
interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, because they're the two that I know most of.
Mm-hmm.
There is others, and I feel an idiot not remembering them.
No, that's fine.
But,
do you know if they take any part of? Because I'm very aware of the National Autistic Society, and do you know if they participate in that at all? Is there any of these high profile people that kind of do that? Because you think that they probably would do, wouldn't you?
I'm sure Keira Knightley has.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think she did something for this. I think it's if you go on the internet, there's this website designed for dyslexic people,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm sure she's done stuff with that. And there's things on there that help you, and they can do tests as well to prove to see if you're dyslexic. And
Mm-hmm.
it's a really good website if you're dyslexic, just to go on.
Who's been your biggest influence in the performing arts?
There's quite a few.
Who was it that got you started?
Oh,
Or the bug, so to speak? Was it a particular show that you saw, or a film, or was it?
There was two people, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think, and they were both on the same program as well. So this is kind of how it started. Because first it was David Tennant,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was John Barrowman,
Mm-hmm.
and they were both on Doctor Who.
Gotcha.
Right. And when they
You make me feel so old. My Doctor Who is Tom Baker. Yeah, sorry, mate.
It's okay, don't worry. And when I saw them, I wanted to know about them because it just made, every night I used to watch them, and it was just great acting, and you wanted to know what happens next, and then I thought, God, if I could be like that one day. And then also they've gone on to do other things, like Tennant's gone on to do Shakespeare. Well, I'm really interested in getting into Shakespeare. So that's another passion of mine.
There's a new film he's in at the moment, isn't there?
Yes.
What's it called?
Nativity 2, Danger in the Manger.
I'm seeing it on the buses at the moment.
My sister wants to see that. She's watching the first one over and over. And John Barrowman,
okay.
he does more. He's more known for singing and musical theatre. That's another passion of mine.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's where I started really.
Right.
Musical theatre.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I did a bit of acting first in Preston,
Mm-hmm.
and then I went into the musical theatre. But now, it's funny how things go full circle, because I've come back to the acting now, and I'm enjoying it so much more than I did when I first started.
Was it the acting that appealed to you most during? Was acting the aspect of musical theatre that drew you towards it, or did you like the musical side? Did you like the singing side? Did you like the movement?
I think
appealed to you the most?
I think it is the acting and the musical theatre, because obviously when a song starts in a musical, it's because you can't say any more to express it, so you have to, you can't express the emotions through words, you have to do it through song. That's really why they have songs in musical theatre. And I think that expression of song and acting with it together, that's what really drew me to musical theatre.
Can I ask you your top 3 musicals?
Les Mis,
Mm-hmm.
Rent, and
There's loads of them, aren't there?
I'd probably say Memphis,
Okay.
which is one that not many people know.
No, I certainly don't for one at all. No, so it's interesting. Apart from like Les Mis, you didn't go for the biggies.
No, because they're the ones that I think the story's the best, and you don't have to be the best singer to be able to do it. They're all acting musicals, really. I mean, if you can act and sing, you don't have to be able to dance.
And you've actually seen Les Mis, yeah?
Yeah, I've seen Les Mis.
Where did you see that?
London. I've seen it quite a few times. I think 3 or 4 times.
I took my sister to see it years ago after she had her first child, and it was her kind of way of getting out of the house for the first time, because 6 months she was housebound.
God.
And I think it was nice just to sort of
Definitely.
that's a good old sister. What kind of you've told me a little bit about the training that you've received. What kind of roles appeal to you? What would be a role that you could really get into? Because everyone's got their own. Everyone.
What, like a part in something, or an actual character? God, so many.
Is there a certain character that you would just love to just get your teeth into?
God, that's a hard question.
Could it be a goodie, a baddie, or something which is unusual aspect of life, or?
I'd probably say Jean Valjean from Les Mis. But that's obviously going to be when I'm a lot older and developed more as an actor. But I just feel that how one man can be persecuted and go from having nothing, just having nothing, and then to have everything, and the story he goes through, and the things he learns, it's just incredible. It's just emotionally, you have to be on. Really, you have to be ready for it.
Okay, hobbies and interests outside acting. What do you like? What do you like getting up to? What do you like to do?
Outside acting.
That's a hard one.
That's a hard one for me. I like
and the footballers as well. The girl footballers, they find it hard to answer that question.
I'm not surprised because it's my
because
life.
it's your passion.
Yeah,
it's your passion, exactly. Yeah. But if there's any little bits and bobs that you like to do, that you can just open a couple of doors.
Hobbies? I don't know. I like running. I mean, it's more fitness, really. I'd say.
Okay.
Running and getting out. Going for a walk or.
Have you done any events in running?
Did the Great South Run.
Okay. Whereabouts was that?
At Portsmouth.
All right. How many K?
Oh well, it was just. I think it was like 1K or something like that.
Okay.
I can't remember exactly.
All right.
But no, I mean that's an interest of mine. Or just playing with my dog. I got a Labrador called Henry. He's at our house.
How old is he?
I think he's 5 years old.
Okay.
Don't know how many dog years. That's another story. But no, just play with him in the garden. He gets up to all sorts, barking at, because we live next to a school. So there's always people coming by, and he's always barking at him. So it's a full-time job trying to look after him. And just probably another. It's not really a hobby, but just. I've got a godson, and he's my cousin. My auntie's son, and just hanging out with him. He's in that stage now where it's all the boys' toy stuff. So Transformers and Star Wars and all that. And I grew up with Star Wars, and it's all the ones that are my childhood. So it's quite good, really, because. It's kind of throwback to my childhood.
It's the last three, not the first three.
Yeah, it's the last three.
The last three.
Yeah.
The Phantom Menace and all that kind
of
thing. Yeah. No, my three in my generation were the best.
I know. I agree.
Harrison Ford and
definitely.
Mark Hamill. Yeah. Okay, what would be the pinnacle for you as a performing artist?
What in performing arts?
What would you say would be the ultimate for you?
Well, two things really. One, being able to sustain a career in it and earn a living from it. I mean, that's a very difficult thing to do, especially nowadays. I mean, if I was able to get to the point where I could, earn my living from it, then I'd be happy.
Yeah. That's been the majority of the answers I've received. It's quite interesting. All the performing artists I've had on so far have been very grounded in that sense. They're not going crazy. They're not being stupid about talking about being Hollywood stars or anything. I think that the majority of the answers that I've had is to be able to make a living from it and be able to get the work and steady. That kind of thing.
Definitely.
That's really good.
And secondly, would be just someone credible, someone who knows that their craft, like a director or something, to recognise me or to say he could do the part. That's a dream of mine. I mean, it doesn't have to be a big part. I mean, it could be one line in a musical or a play or just in the background. But if someone said that's the guy, then that's all. That I'd be happy. I mean, I wouldn't care about a next part or anything. I mean,
well, you never know. They might see this interview and they'll say that's the guy. you never know. Seriously. Okay, right. As we were walking. You came to meet me, very good, this morning, and as we were walking along, you were telling me about it's been a busy week for you, and you said that on this kind of chilly November morning, but very beautiful, you told me that later on this week you've got an open audition or something about The Lion King. Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, well, I mainly get my auditions through the Stage newspaper. And I looked in it this week and there's an open call for The Lion King. And I've auditioned for the open call many times before, but it was different state. It's quite funny how when you look back and remember.
Can I ask actually how that day unfolds when there's an open audition? Because I've never done it myself.
Yeah.
But what does that day consist of? Is there lots of waiting around? Is there queues that stretch from here to, I don't know, 1 mile down the road or whatever? How does that day sort of...
It varies. I mean, each time I've gone, it's been a very different experience. But there is a structure to it. I mean, you get on the advert there'll be a time to attend, and then a registration time till, and then you go along, and you go for the call time, and you register. You hand the CV in with a photo, a headshot. I think it's like a 10x8 headshot with your CV. And then they take your details. They might give you a slip, and you fill that out. Give that back. It says if you've got an agent, or they ask you to put your address and all your details. And then it's just a lot of waiting. And then you go wait till you're called. You get given a number, and then you go in, and you speak to the pianist or whoever's there. Say if it was acting, you speak to them. If it was dance, they just call you in a group, and then they'll probably tell you then and there. Most of the times they told me then and there.
Yeah,
you got it. Yeah, basically.
Yeah, or no.
Or sometimes if they're not going to tell you, they'll say, "Well, we might give you a call back." So just stay close to your emails, because I've spoken to people who've got told that before. And then they're usually, I mean, this one, there's...
Is he going on tour, or is he just for like...
No, they're just mainly looking what's out there, because they've got the tour at the moment. This is where I've been doing my research. They've got the tour at the moment.
And I haven't.
They've got the tour, which is Manchester, close to home, for me.
Yeah.
And which is coming Christmas. It should be there now, I think. And then I've got obviously the London production, which has been in there about 11, 12 years now.
Okay, yeah, that hasn't it?
And I saw it as a child, actually. I mean, I must have been about 10, 11. And that's it. But the queue issue, there usually is a bit of queue if they're running late, for instance, or if it was like at the actual theatre, because they've done that before. They've done it at the actual theatre, and it was a queue round the door, and I couldn't go because I wasn't well. And I went and had a look, and the queue was out the door, and it was November last year, and
how many would you say?
Oh, it must have been hundreds.
Hundreds, yeah.
Yeah, because it was at the Lyceum.
Right, gotcha.
So they're going to go there, but I don't see why you wouldn't go to Brixton, because it's for the same thing. So.
Yeah.
But no, I think whatever happens on that day happens on that day. I mean, you just got to go there, expect the worst, and prepare for failure, but
enjoy
hope
the day
for
out.
success.
Yeah,
you just enjoy it, and you meet people, and you never know where you're going to meet people again. I mean,
contacts.
Exactly, yeah.
What does acting do for you, Rich?
Well, it makes it. I mean, it's a lot of escapism, because I'm never gonna. Well, I hope not. Kidnap someone, like for instance in The Collector, or murder someone, or play a king, or be a king, or So it's a lot of escapism. You can do things that you wouldn't normally do in life. And you can. And it makes me very happy. I mean, there's nothing else I want to do. I don't want to work in an office 9 to 5. And I don't want to. There's nothing else I would want to do, and it just makes me happy. And it's everything about it. I think the thing I like the most is when you're in a production, and the show's about to start, and you're in the wings, and you can hear the audience, and they're putting their coats down and opening sweets or whatever. And you can hear it, and you can feel the atmosphere, and you just gotta go out there and do your best. But it's that moment you're just about to put your foot down and step out that, I mean, I can remember all the times I've done that. One distinctly I can remember was the last thing I was in at the Charing Cross Theatre, and I was in this number after the break in the show, and it was like a rock song I was in. It was like we're doing a section from Rent, and I'm just about to go off, and then I had this drum beat going, and it pulls you through with like so much adrenaline, and it just made me so happy, and it's that feeling when you're on there, going, this is what I want to do. How could I not want to do anything else?
You know what? This is the reason why I do these interviews. It's that passion, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, I love it, and long may this continue. I absolutely love doing this. Just the way you've just spoken just then, what is it? Stage or is it TV and film that you'd want to get into more?
I think really whatever people will let me in, because you can't be fussy. I mean, I'm not going to survive doing musical theatre. I mean, I have to be able to do everything really nowadays, because that's how you survive. So, I mean, obviously I love stage more, but you get paid less for it.
Yeah.
But I mean, but it's a different thing. I mean, do you want more money or do you want to do the job you want to do? So, just whatever people will let me into and whatever auditions I can get, or you know, just everything really.
Would for you it be more emotional fulfillment rather than financial?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, stage would be emotionally. I mean, I wouldn't care about that. I mean, I live in a tent. I don't care. You know.
Well, it's always nice to have a few bits and bobs of money. Okay, FTQ. Favourite colour?
Blue.
Favourite animal?
Probably dogs, because they're very loyal.
Do you believe there's a man on the moon?
I do not really know. No.
That's one of my random questions. A song that really winds you up?
I think any of these, you know, these like these songs that come along and they're like not a theme, but they're like a craze song. You know, like it's Chico time, or let's do the Mexican wave, or something like that. You know.
Your last holiday abroad?
Was Canada.
Okay.
And
Whereabouts do you go?
Alberta, and it's in. We go to a place called Banff, and it's just nice, and they're really friendly there. And it depends what you either get snow or lots of sunshine. It's really warm, and it's just friendly. It's just a nice place. And it's a town where you've got everything you need, but there's not too much. Just a little town, quaint town. You could go and chill and just have some nice times, you know.
Oh, listen, Richard, it's been wonderful. It's been great.
I've
really enjoyed this. It's been an absolutely super interview. Good luck with the rehearsals for the showcase.
Thank you.
And may great roles come your way.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, Rich.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thanks.
Bye-bye. That was